So today's the day that I'm going to show you the comprehensive video on what it's actually like to be a top dasher. I'm going to switch the camera over. I'm going to show you my logs right now. Okay, so this is when I first started Doordash. I didn't know that I had to actually write down the place and the town that I went to for the first delivery. So I'm going to have to figure out what to do. But as you can see right over here, I started on March 17th, 2021. I got all my miles written. And right around here, around the 25th, is when I learned that I actually had to write down the town that I was doing DoorDash in and the location of the first pickup. So then if you go over here, this goes all the way into April. In April, I made $1,000 or more per week. So my mileage went up a lot that month, man. Then we got... This goes all the way down into May. And I still have to actually add up all these different miles and figure out how much I drove each day so that I have more of an accurate log for my tax return next year. So this is ending with this week. And then let's flip right over to where I'm trying to copy all my information down. So we got June 28th to July 4th. DoorDash, I made $710.40. I was active for 23 hours, 16 minutes. I was also around hours and 49 minutes. I had 97 deliveries. Over here, my average for DoorDash was $7.32 per delivery. I apparently forgot to do my averages for Instacart and Uber, but I had 10 deliveries total with those two, and the average would have been definitely around $10 or more. So, in Instacart, I made $47.82. I did 4 batches. Uber Eats, I did, which I actually just applied for it, and it just came to my town recently, so I maybe got 1 or 2 deliveries per day that I went out, and then one day I didn't even get any, but I got, $82.02 for 6 trips. My average earnings for DoorDash was $7.11 per delivery, but that was actually changed to $7.32 because I forgot that I got a $22 cash tip with DoorDash. So I did the math again. And I came up with $7.32. My average earnings for Instacart, I actually did do this, was $11.95 per order. My average earnings for Uber was $13.67 per trip. Okay, so my actual mileage of what I drove this last week, it looks like on 6/29, I drove 83 miles. That day I made around $75. I didn't do that good that day at all. So then on 7/1, I got, here's my mileage for that day. I drove 119 miles. That day I think I made around 190 or so. So 7/2/21, there's my mileage there. I drove 141 miles. That day was over a $200 day. And then 7/3/21, I drove 115 miles. That one was, I think I actually made a 260 between all 3 apps that day. So that was really good. And that wasn't even a long dash. That was 8-9 hours. So my actual overall mileage was 401 miles to make all of that money this week. And what I actually made was $840.24. I added up my DoorDash, my Uber Eats, my Instacart. So I had an average of $2.09 per mile driven.
Eat that,
I
Nugs.
am a top dasher with DoorDash. I would like to just mention that. So now I did some math, because everybody's like, oh, top dasher is so bad. So I wrote, act as if Instacart and Uber were actually DoorDash. Orders with my overall average of $7.32 per delivery, because that was what 97, if you go back here, that is what my money, my $710.40 divided by my 97 deliveries ends up being $7.32 per trip. So then, so act as if Instacart and Uber Eats were actually DoorDash. So I did, so I wrote down my Instacart I had 4 batches. I made $47.82. If you do $7.32 times 4 batches, which would actually be deliveries for the Doordash rate, my new rate, Doordash only, would be $29.82. That's a total loss of $18 if I did those with Doordash instead of Instacart. So Uber Eats, I did 6 trips. I made $82.02. My Doordash rate would have been $43.92, so that would have been a pretty big loss for me, which was a total loss of $38.10 if those Uber Eats orders were actually Doordash, because it would have had around my $7.32 per trip average. So then I wrote down $38.10 was my Uber Eats loss, plus my $18 loss with the Instacart would have been $56.10 overall loss if those orders were actually Doordash. So then I'll flip over to my next page. Oh, I didn't do it on the next page. I did it right up here. So my new Doordash only would have been $840.24 because that's what my total was for the week. Minus $56.10. That would have given me $784.14 instead. If you do $784.14 divided by 401 miles, my per mileage average would have been $1.95 per mile with Top Dasher. I wanted to go over this, and I wanted to show you like my actual mileage log. And I know, like I said before, I know it's a freaking wreck, but all my miles are accurate. And I just started like trying to add some of these miles over, switch it to the to my new notebook I have over here. But I wanted to mainly make this video because these guys are completely wrong, man. I am a Top Dasher. I am making bank, dude. I am making bank. So, and all this extra math I did, that's what it would be. It would be either 732 average per mile, or not per mile, $7.32 average per delivery. Maybe it would have gone up 10 cents, or maybe it would have gone down 10 cents, 20 cents at most. But with doing over 100 deliveries per week, because I had 97 deliveries from DoorDash, and then I had 10 from the other two apps that I have. So with 107 deliveries per week, even if you take a small order, and then a big order, then a small order, then a big order, your average is still it's gonna stay around what I got, I don't keep Top Dasher ratings all month. I keep Top Dasher status all month. So my acceptance rate goes below 70% all the freaking time. And then at the end of the month, I do something very simple, very simple. I start accepting deliveries, and then once it's at 70%, again, I stop doing DoorDash. Like, let's say I get it on like the 28th or the 29th, and I got 2-3 more days. I'll take those 3 days off, so then that way I'm not going out there risking having to accept the crap orders. I wanted to make this video. I wanted to prove that Nugs and those guys are wrong. They just act like Top Dasher is like the most evil thing. I accept some deliveries at the end of the month that I don't like, and then fucking for the next like 3.5 weeks, I make bank, dude. And most of the time, I don't have to deny orders. Most of my deliveries are actually I always deny all the $3 orders for about 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks. But I try to do it like starting the beginning of the last week of the month so that I don't screw myself out of Top Dasher the next month. But yeah, these guys are wrong. You can make a lot more money with Top Dasher, especially, and I mainly have to look at some other apps just because, sometimes I might not get a delivery if it's during the slow hours. But then also, if I have a $13 Uber Eats order pop up, I'm going to pause my DoorDash, because why would I just like stay stuck to one app when I can use multiple apps and just make more money overall? And the same thing goes with Instacart. I hate Instacart, but every once in a while I'll see something pop up like $17 for 10 items driving 2 miles. And I'm like, you know what? I can get those 10 items in 10 minutes. I can drive 2 miles in about 5 minutes. I can deliver that. And then I can be, and after I get my Instacart order in the car and I get like a mile away from where I dropped off, that's when I unpause my DoorDash app. But, yeah, you can make money, guys. Top Dasher is not like 50 cents a mile. It is if you actually like accept everything. I don't. That's all for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video today, and I hope it helps you out a lot, honestly. Smash that like button and subscribe. Thank you.